Alright, this is what I would love to have happen. When the music starts with that Celtic swirl, I would love to have all the lights come down and get pretty dark. We're going to slowly walk to the front and line up here. Dancers will be on the left side of the auditorium and the flags will be on the right side. And we're going to be lined up here. And just before it starts to get to the point where we want to come in, the lights will come up very gradually. When those lights come up, we are going to enter. All of the dancers are going to enter and make a straight line across the front. All the flags will enter and make a straight line behind them. We have that 8 count, 8 times that we do the garments of praise to get all of that done. And that's what I would like to see at the beginning. This is a very long spot, so we will have plenty of time to bring the lights down, bring the lights up, and get to our spot with it. The flags I want to have on your shoulders and just draped back down each side. Dancers, you would just be standing nicely. In the event that we can't all get to our spots at the same time, we'll have half the flaggers and half the dancers, and we'll meet in the middle. Alright, at this point, Lee is going to start his portion, and I'm a dancer right now. I would be on this side and working my way in and across the stage. If I were a flagger, I would be on the other side, working my way the opposite way across the stage. So what's going to happen is 2 groups are going to come together. So if you were a dancer, this is all going to be done in a straight line pretty much, following the person in front of you. Now if you're a flagger, you would be coming from the other side and working your way across the back. So at the end of this portion, we will have 2 lines. Dancers in front, flaggers in back. And when you get to your spot, if you're there before the time for the next section, just keep doing it in your spot and turn and face the audience. I'm not perceiving that we will get there early. So when you practice at home, practice taking good steps when you're moving. When I'm doing this dance, I'm taking very small steps. So you're wanting to do big steps. Frigazia, and then your swish and your swish. Make sure those are moving steps. Okay? This next part, you're going to still be in these lines, all facing the audience, doing this part. Scoop. And back up. Back up, and step and swish, step, step, step. On this part, you turn all the way around, and you drop down on garland. You're going to turn whichever direction you need to go, because what we're going to do is take our 2 lines and form a circle. So garland, you turn whichever direction you go, and you work your way after that to this doing your starburst. And then you're in your large circle doing the part that's right now. So here you are in your big circle. So this one is put on your garland of praise. I'm turning to the direction as we praise your name. I'm moving to my spot in the circle, and then I start the next part like so. So now that we are all here doing our circle, now we're all going to face out to do this part. So no matter where you are in the circle, you're facing out. So if I'm here, I'm facing that way, which may be the wall or the sukkah if I'm facing the audience, or I might be facing the stage. And I'm hoping to have someone with a video camera up on top videoing us from the top, because we're all going to be in sync doing this dance together, going in and out. And then this part, when we all starburst up, I think might be really, really neat. And at this point, we are finishing this part, Garland of Praise, as we praise your name. And this 12 beats, we are going to go from this circle to everybody going back to 2 lines again. So you're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 beats to get back to that line, so that when we're here, we can do the clogging part. Once that clogging part starts, we'll all be moving together in 2 lines. Okay, we will finish all that clogging part in those 2 lines, and then what's going to happen is on the hallelujah part, we are going to create another circle again. So what's going to happen is the line in the back, the flags are going to come around, and the dancers on the inside are going to do a little U-turn. So here's our big dance, our flags going around, and here's the hallelujah part, and this part is here. So what's going to happen is we're going to turn into 2 circles again on this part. And so we're going to be moving in a very tight circle around. So we are finishing up the hallelujah part. We are in this section doing 2 circles, same direction with the hallelujah part. Since the flags are so much bigger, they're going to be on the outside, and we're not going to whack anybody. Then when we go to clogging, all the dancers on the inside face out. So you're all facing out of the circle. All the flags are going to tuck their flags behind their back and face in. And so what will happen is we're going to be going opposite directions. Dancers facing out, flaggers facing in, and so we'll be moving in 2 directions. And I think that'll add a little more interest and make it interesting. And we will finish this. At the end of this, we all go up and do our yay, we're done. And at this point, the flagger that's on this end is going to just simply turn and run, walk off, and all the flags will follow, and then the dancer will follow the last flagger and then go off the other side down the chair. So we'll file all off again that way, and then I believe we'll be booking back up to go start the dancing for the congregational dance. So that is what we are doing. When you are practicing, the thing that will be the biggest difference is the garland of praise. You're turning, and that at the end of the first verse, that garland of praise, you're turning, and we're going to be splitting in half. And so these 2 parts right here is a change in the steps from the standard. I did not do them in the practice steps because I thought it would be confusing to you to follow me. But that is what we will be doing, and we'll lay it all out on the floor. When we get there, we'll have lots of dots. So I am going to lay these down on the ground. Timothy is going to look at each one of them. So if you want to pause them, pause the video, and so you can read the words I put on there, you can do that. So here we go. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And here's 4. Alright, that is about all I have. That's what I would like to have happen. What I need is lights, I need motion, and I need you to show up and